I had a significant problem with my Vitaspa today. In this area on the bottom, it was leaking. And I just assumed that because what I thought that I saw was a crack in the top, that this collar right here was going to have to be replaced. So I started to loosen it up, and I looked and I noticed the same sort of thing on the other piece. Now, if you look real close, you'll see a little crack that is, along this area, or at least it's something that I assumed was a crack. In fact, it's not a crack at all, but it's a special piece that is effectively dadoed on to the other part of the collar. Now, this part of the this pipe that's underneath has a flange on each side of it, and there was no way for the manufacturer to get this plastic piece, this plastic collar on. So they created this little doohickey to fit over it and then snap on. So it turned out that my leak was actually not much of a problem at all. What it was that that the plumber's putty that was in here had given way. So all I did was I took a little bit of plumber's putty. I'll show you this. The plumber's putty is all you need to do with this is take it and you roll it into a couple little snakes and you put it around the edge of the flange. Let's seal that up again. And after I put that on the edge, what I did was I also put Teflon tape on the PVC threads. Now, I tend to be one of those guys who just forgets which way is tight and which way is loose, and I didn't want to crank down on it with a great deal of force. So once I got the hang of which way was which, I went ahead and I marked this way is tight, and I did the same way on the other side. So here, if I want to tighten it, I bring it down. Here, if I want to tighten it, I bring it up. Now, one of the things that you're going to find is that if you're working on these things, that water is just going to flood all over the place unless you close it off. And you close it off by taking this little piece off of the top here, or off of the shaft, and then you push the shaft down until these tiny little pins in here fit right into this, and then it closes off. You do the same thing on the other side, and then you've effectively shut off the water so you won't have water pouring all over you. So I'm going to bring that back up and then put this special fitting on so that it doesn't accidentally close. That allows the water to flow free across across the control center, and I won't have any problems with my Vitaspa.